How do we know that the Bible is true? Well, have you ever heard of the expression or the phrase right on time? Maybe one of the most amazing Old Testament prophecies concerning the Messiah is the prophecy in the book of Daniel that predicts just when the Messiah would appear. And Jesus arrived right on time. Daniel chapter 9 verse 25 says, "Know therefore and understand that from the going forth of the command to restore and rebuild Jerusalem until Messiah the Prince, there shall be 7 weeks and 62 weeks." Now, without going into every detail of this prophecy, we can look at some of its main features that pinpoint when the Messiah was to appear. Now, the term weeks can be translated sevens. The meaning of 7 weeks and 62 weeks seems to be referring to groupings of 7 days, 7 in one group and 62 in another. Now, in Bible prophecy, a day often represents an actual year of time. And we can see that in the book of Numbers, chapter 14, verse 34, and Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 6. So, 7 weeks would actually be 49 years, and 62 weeks would actually be 434 years. So together, these two time periods equals 483 years. So Daniel's prophecy is saying that the Messiah, the heavenly prince, would appear 483 years following the command to restore and rebuild Jerusalem. So when did this command take place? Well, there was more than one command to rebuild Jerusalem following its destruction by the Babylonians, but most Bible scholars believe that the command Daniel's prophecy is talking about is the one that took place in 457 BC. So simple maths will show that 483 years following 457 BC brings us to the year AD 27. So remember, going from BC to AD, you have to include the year 0. And this year, AD 27, fits exactly with the time that Jesus began his ministry as the Messiah. In fact, when he started his work, Jesus announced, "The time is fulfilled and the kingdom of God is at hand," as we read in the book of Mark chapter 1 verse 15. So what time was Jesus talking about? It could only be the time of Daniel's prophecy, which specified so clearly when the Messiah was to come and begin his ministry. And the Apostle Paul agrees, writing in Galatians chapter 4 verse 4, "When the fullness of time had come, God sent forth his Son."